If you're somebody looking for a more laid-back lifestyle near one of the fastest growing cities here in Canada, well, you're in luck. Today we're going to be looking at Wilmot Township. We're going to discover some of the great reasons why this place is so great to raise a family, why it's such a great location for commuters looking to go to the city of Kitchener, and we're also going to look at some great real estate options. All right, before we get into the map tour, I'll give you a brief overview of Wilmot Township. Now, Wilmot Township has a population of about 23,000 people, comprised of towns and villages. Now, the one thing I really like about this area is how well connected it is to the city of Kitchener, because you do, in fact, have Highway 8, which runs west to east towards the city of Kitchener. And the majority of the population within this township is located right here in this band, comprised of Petersburg, Baden, Wilmot Center, Shingletown, New Hamburg, and Luxembourg. So if you are looking to commute from New Hamburg to Kitchener, it looks far, but it really isn't. In fact, it's a very short commute. In order to get from New Hamburg to the edge of Kitchener, it's only an 11-minute drive where you can get all of the daily conveniences. Now, getting into the map tour here, we're going to start our way off in the southeastern side here. This is going to be New Dundee. Now, New Dundee has a population of 1,200 people. And the one thing I like about New Dundee as well is you have great connectivity to the highway. In fact, with a short, maybe 7 to 8 minute drive to Highway 401. So it's great still if you are commuting. For the most part, Wilmot Township will be difficult to live in if you are commuting to Toronto for your job, but New Dundee is definitely an exception. Now, looking at New Dundee itself, a smaller town here, we have Alder Lake, which is absolutely spectacular, giving you very much so a Muskoka vibe to it. And the majority of homes in this area are going to be on septic systems too. That's one thing to highlight too, is that you're going to have to be cognizant of this area and the fact that they do use septic tanks rather than the conventional municipal water supply. Even these homes within this subdivision here will use septic. And one quick note is I've been through a client with one of these properties here, and the quote we had back, which just was a rough estimate for one of these homes here to redo the septic tank, could be anywhere between $50,000 and $80,000. So that's one thing to note. If you are looking for a farm property, you should make sure to see when the septic tank was cleared out the last time, as well as how old the septic tank is and when it was repaired or replaced. Another great thing about New Dundee, it has one of the best public schools within the Waterloo Region. That is New Dundee Public School. And one thing to note too is this road right here, because the school is here on this neighborhood, it is 40 or 50 kilometers an hour, the speed limit. So watch out there, because you might be doing 85, 90 kilometers an hour in this section here, and then having to slow down into 50 kilometers an hour zone. And there is in fact a speed camera. So slow down when you're driving through New Dundee, because you're not going to want to pay tickets. Moving on north here, we have the town of Mannheim. Now, Mannheim keeps getting closer and closer to the city of Kitchener. As you can see from the map here, there are brand new subdivisions going up in this area right here. Both Activa and Fusion Homes are building houses in this area right here. This is known as Trustler West. You have a variety of options in that area, ranging from townhomes and detached homes. Fusion Homes catering more to the luxury side with larger homes and larger lots. And Activa, definitely a great builder, as well as Fusion. Here, just west of Trustler Road, we do have the town of Mannheim. Now, Mannheim is absolutely fantastic, especially if you're wanting to live just outside the city. You certainly can, and you have all the daily conveniences right at your doorstep with the highway right here of Highway 8, as well as Home Depot, Canadian Tire just down the street here. And within this neighborhood, you're gonna find a lot of great luxury homes. And one of them that recently sold was this one, which sold for $1.3 million. But what you're getting with this place is absolutely stunning. It's 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, double car garage, 74-foot wide lot, a backyard oasis pool, finished basement, absolutely spectacular, and over 2,600 square feet above grade. So that's one option here, and it's your stereotypical Mannheim home when I think about the town of Mannheim. Moving back to the map here, we're going to go slightly northwest here. This is going to be the small little village of Petersburg. Not too much going on here. You have a small little subdivision built back, I would say probably the 70s or 80s. Again, Petersburg, very close to the city of Kitchener. And a little bit further north is St. Agatha. Now, St. Agatha is absolutely great. Reason being is you are literally a 3 to 4 minute drive to Costco, as well as the Boardwalk, which is a major shopping center within the Waterloo region. And within St. Agatha, you're going to find a great variety of smaller homes on larger lots. So if you're somebody looking for a more rural lifestyle, but you want to have all the conveniences of living next to a major city like Waterloo, like Kitchener, then St. Agatha might be able to provide it. And I know there isn't that many homes that sell within this area because of the lower population that it does have. But I found one that recently sold, which was this one right here. This one sold for $640,000. And no, it was not a dump inside. It was actually quite nice. And it had 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1,100 square feet above grade, with nearly a third of an acre. So there's a lot of bang for your buck in this particular area here. I find that St. Agatha is really a hidden gem that a lot of people overlook because you are still so close to Waterloo. I get calls all the time from people looking to move here to the Waterloo region or invest here. And if that's you, you can certainly book a call with me in the first link in the description, or call, text, or email. Moving back to the map here, we're going to go to the second largest population center within Wilmot Township, and that is going to be Baden. Now, Baden is right here, again, located conveniently on Highway 8. And Baden, you're going to have a variety of real estate options. You're going to have a few older homes within the downtown core here, which is this area right here. You're going to have older homes, 1800s, 1900s. On the northern bounds here, you're going to find newer homes that are about 5 to 15 years old, mostly detached homes between, I would say, 1,600 square feet above grade and 2,500 square feet above grade, double car garage, traditional suburbia lifestyle. And on this side here, on the southeastern quarter, this is going to be a bit older than what you'd find on the northern side. This is going to be mostly comprised of homes built 80s and 90s. But again, with homes that are older in age, you typically get a larger lot, unless you're looking at stuff built in the 1910s, 1920s, 1930s, built in a downtown core. You're not going to find wider lots, but usually the 60s, 70s, and 80s, you're going to find lots that are 50 feet wide, 60 feet wide, 70 feet wide. Unlike you'd find in a newer subdivision where you might be 35 feet wide or 36 feet wide on a traditional lot. A cool little attraction that Baden has is Kilbride Castle, which is an old Victorian era home that you can tour, and it's absolutely stunning inside. If you want to spend a little bit of time in Baden, you definitely can. And another great place to get a cup of coffee is right here on the southern end. This is Baden Coffee Company, and it's a great place to get a bagel, a cookie, and to buy some great tasting coffee as well. Now, here in the southwestern portion of Baden, you have the Wilmot Recreational Complex, which consists of multiple soccer fields as well as a swimming pool. And of course, you have this protected forest area as well, and multiple walking trails within this area in the southwest. Moving on here, we're going to look at our final destination for today on the western side, which is the largest population center within Wilmot Township, is going to be the quiet and quaint town of New Hamburg, Ontario. Now, the thing I like about New Hamburg, Ontario is you have all of the daily conveniences can be met within New Hamburg. You have multiple large chain grocery stores within this area, something you do not have in Baden. Baden, in fact, does not have a large grocery store. You're going to have to come to New Hamburg or to the city of Kitchener in order to do your grocery shopping. There are a few convenience stores, there are restaurants in Baden, but there aren't to the scale of New Hamburg. And New Hamburg has a lovely little downtown core with the Nith River running right through. You have the oldest standing water wheel in North America in New Hamburg. Pretty cool, right on the river there. You have an awesome downtown core consisting of many shops and restaurants, one of them being Puttycombe House. A great place to even host a wedding for that fact. Absolutely fantastic if you are looking just to have a lunch on a Sunday afternoon or that special day. Now there's two major festivals that happen in New Hamburg every year. There is Mopar Fest for all of you car lovers out there. And the second one being the New Hamburg Fair, where they have car derbies, a fair with Ferris wheels, cotton candy, and all of the like. And that is hosted, both of them are hosted in the summer. Now, in terms of the real estate options within this area, it's going to be very similar to Baden, in fact. You're going to have a lot of homes built in the 80s, 90s, and everything a little bit newer than that. In fact, this area right here is more conducive to retirees. These are large bungalow style homes, 2 bedrooms on the main floor, 1 bedroom in the basement typically, and it's very much geared towards retirees. Again, right on the Highway 8. In the downtown core, you're going to have a lot of older homes, Victorian era homes, just in this small pocket right here. And then branching out, even right here, branching out, you're going to have homes built in the 90s, semi-detached, some detached homes. And one of them that recently sold, not in this area, but rather in this area, with this area up here, is this home right here, which is a detached home, double car garage, nearly 1,600 square feet above grade, and it sold for $735,000. So if you are looking to save a little bit money, you're looking for a more rural lifestyle, you know what? New Hamburg might be a great option for you. It's kind of what Kitchener was 50 years ago when it was a much smaller city. Kitchener now is a big town city. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, click the like button and subscribe